top 3 Cash Cup champion, 3 times World Cup qualifier, 8-time FNCS top 3, second place in the qualifiers for this, first place in the last DreamHack Open. It is only right, it is only fitting that we are jumping on board with one of the GOATs of NA West, if not the GOAT of NA West, who's going to pick up a huge first elimination on Chap. And decides to land Authority. Looks like Falloutt is playing extra sneaky, but I wonder if that's a change up for the day, if we're going to expect that in the grand finals, or if that's just for those 1,500 player qualifiers. He probably recognizes, hey, there's maybe not the best caliber of players. There's maybe down to like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. I'm going to play Authority, play for more eliminations. I have confidence in these fights. I do wonder if we will see Epic Whale, Scented, and Arkham in the final. But here comes a fight. He's going to get caught with his pants down, and just like that, the patience going to pay through for Falloutt, the European god from Denmark, coming all the way across the pond and taking out one of our favorites early.
A ton of engagements going off in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see a nice little replay going off that's in another lobby. Good guy, Nani, picking up an Elam there on the distinct hoist as we have Tank Top getting an advantage shot onto MG Hart right as he comes out of the porta potty. Not where you want to get caught, literally with the pants down, coming out of the pooper, but going down to there. MG Hart, Union, who is also no Pinto Bean Union from July's DreamHack. We saw him just a couple weeks ago. He's in a good opportunity to rotate. You have play just behind him. What we're seeing is players who are making sure they have their early game drops, securing all the materials, and are playing to the format. Everybody realizing, hey, I have to get to the top 50. I need to be in a good spot. And unfortunately,
yeah, Tricks, another qualifier from last time around. I'm going to try and get a shot off. Would have liked to gotten some more early damage there, but not enough damage, so he's going to try not to take this fight. Opts instead for a rotation, but he needs to be careful because the third party is coming through. Tricks with 2 eliminations already. That's a pretty fast start here for the qualifier from last DreamHack Open in July. If you're just watching for the first time, this is the second monthly DreamHack Open tournament. Another $250,000 at stake, so welcome. A lot of money as Tricks is trying to take his fair share of that money by getting a good first shot off on Santi. Not done yet. He's going to try and get inside his box and does a good job of exactly that. Doesn't have the tactical shotgun to get in easier. He's going to be with a charged shotgun, so he's going to be forced to play a little bit differently in this box fight.
Santi getting backed off there, and Tricks cleaning it up easily once he had the pressure. Santi, unfortunately, here's the whizzing of that hunting rifle go by him, and he's like, I'm going to head towards the zone using those downhill rivers we had talked about earlier.
Yeah, River's one of the best rotations. Solid rotation, a little bit more safe than normal. So we talk about the fact that there's not a ton of mobility in Chapter 2. However, he's watched his flank. He's going to be a missed shot. The Rivers definitely do help with rotations and with some mobility. But Claybo decided not to take that shot on Magro, which is surprising, and he's going to get punished instead with a hunting rifle shot coming through from the Mechanical King, showing his mechanical prowess by picking up one elimination with the hunting rifle straight to the head of Claybo.
There's no way you're going to use 9 minis in this circumstance. And if you are, you probably did something wrong. Whereas having the option to get back up to full shield in one of those circumstances, I think would probably be the right decision. But now you can see Falloutt, who did leave the Authority just on the side there of Tricks. Tricks will box up right on the edge of the zone, pushes forward, charge shot, finds it, say my name, I said it, and you can go Q back up. He gets taken down. 4 elims now for Tricks.
Tricks continues with the theme of aggression here. That's the one word to describe his play. I think he is undoubtedly the elimination leader in this lobby with 4. I can't think of anyone. And as we have him making a quick rotation through, looks like he'll be right on the flank of Epic Fab right now with an opportunity to play aggressive here and get a much needed elimination for him as he needs the resources and he needs the shield and the siphoning.
And you can see Stretch picking up an E-limit down there on Little in one of our other lobbies, but right now Penguin trying to hawk towards this backside. He is above the damage threshold for Storm, so you see the lobby starting to spark off as Fecoy picks up an Elim. Mojo gets one as well. Penguin going to use that launch pad to continue working up towards this Caddy Mountain, which is one of the harder finishes in the game. Eats a big charge shot towards his back there, going to try and return the favor, but that player got third party from the side. However, Penguin not able to capitalize that. Epic Fab picking it up. 87 HP though, so he needs to be careful. Yeah, and he should be safe with only 3 more players going down. I can't imagine there's that many players who are above him. However, it could end up being pressured at the last moment, and if he does, he's going to be in a tough position with only the 2 minis. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Storm Surge, the way the damage works is the player who has done the least amount of damage and tags to opponents will be hit with purple lightning from the sky. It does 25 damage every 10 seconds. So that is a mini every 10 seconds, and if you can't make up that damage, you will be eliminated. And Epic Fab eats a big charge shotgun shot there to go down to 35 HP. GavGen picks up Baka in the Storm. Storm Surge turns off. Next, he picks up a lot of roads there on the side. Epic Fab is trying to get some form of space to pop those minis, but still going to be struggling here. Falloutt 85 HP as now we begin getting placement points as we're into the top 50.
Yeah, and a risky rotation right there. He had to take it from Epic Fab. One headshot dink as he was in midair would have taken him out. No one was able to get the shot, though, surprisingly. Now on board with Trix, still with 4 eliminations. So he's slowed down a little bit as he was red hot on fire earlier, playing with such aggression. But expect Trix to pick up a few more limbs here. He's feeling himself. He's off to a good game. Clearly put some warm-ups in. He cranked some 90s and creatives and got himself ready for this one as he has Wicked right in front of him with only about 45 total HP to Wicked's name. And Wicked actually gets eliminated right in front of his eyes. And guess what? It's going to be Outcast Trix, who's going to get all the loot of Wicked. He's okay with that. He would like to have the elimination, but all those resources, I'm sure he's great with. Look at his mats right now. About 1,200 mats total to his name.
Yeah, he needs to be careful, though, in terms of which ones he's using. He doesn't want to burn through too much of his metal right now, given his positioning. Should probably be looking to use a little bit of the soft mats just in the intern part of the builds where he's not too exposed. We can get a wide shot right now. So many players are trying to maintain positive positioning on the mountain, but as we get forced away from it, the barrage of crash pads just come out, and everyone, it's Bouncy Castle 2.0, race to the finish line. Who's going to get there first? As Fab picks up one trick, picks up a number of headshots over there on the side, gets the elimination onto Vigoon, getting revenge for Nexi. Insta launch pad into the crash, going to get bonked on the top of his head, but the short pad helps him out a little bit, is able to cover himself as every single player who drops will be an additional point. He's doing plenty fine in terms of the elimination threshold. Replay will catch up a little bit there as Trix now moves himself farther edge of the zone, and Epic Fab catches a double elim in the feed right there, so he's starting to catch up himself now up to 4. Trix on 5, but needs to be careful.
Yeah, that's what's nice about these rotations is you can get a few picks, especially for someone like Epic Fab who needed it for health, who needed it for mats, who needed it for resources. You can be put in a good position. That fish is going to keep him alive momentarily, the flopper, but this zone is so rough. You talked about it earlier, Sundown. A zone towards Caddy Corner, up the mountain where you have to traverse with low mats is next to impossible, as finally Epic is going to get taken out. Trix, though, is popping off. Can he get the double? Yes, he does. 2 big eliminations make it 7 for Trix in a pretty stacked lobby and a pretty stacked end game. 7 limbs is huge. And guess what? He's not done yet. Still 22 other players in this game. He's going to get himself a nice little high ground. As I say that, gets knocked towards low ground, but a great start for Trix.
Tricks are for kids, but eliminations are for Trix, as he's now on to number 7 with the high ground positioning, doing a good job with the RPG of pressuring the players who might be able to threaten him. He hasn't received a whole lot of fire other than the concentrated fights he's had in front of him. As now we swap on board to Renthal on the low ground, trying to clean up one of these 2 fights. He has a player on either side of him, but no build, so he has to go straight forward up the side of the mountain. He's able to find a huge elimination onto Taiwo, but not able to find any of the builds, so still at the mercy of the other players. Finds a second, but is then getting sprayed. Gets a number of builds and quickly. Great reaction coming out from Parenthal, but he will go down as Trix picks up number 8, and we pop back in with him.
Yeah, beautiful picture right there as we saw Trix was the one that eliminated Parenthal. Someone else still alive, I believe, is Flois. I'm looking right now. Maybe we've gotten taken out since I last checked, as Quinn is in this lobby as well. We said it earlier. It was a little bit of foreshadowing. I know the future, as Quinn's still alive in this one still well. Trix is not done yet. He's going to connect for yet another elimination. Make it 9. Can he get the double digits? Yes, he does. It's going to be on Quinn. No, almost gets the pick on Quinn. Not able to do so. That would have been 10. Yeah, he's not done yet. He knows he has Quinn hurt. Quinn is in a horrible position. He's finally going to get taken out. Trix can get another. That's 10. Not done yet. 4 other players in this lobby. Will we have picked the right player? Will we pick the player that makes it to a victory royale? Trix is certainly wants to say yes. He's going to get a great shot on one. Someone else can pick up the elimination instead.
Someone else picking that one up. He still has Flois, just living barely by the hair of his teeth. The crash pad into the middle of the zone, and now just playing his life. But Trix picking up a huge elimination there onto him. Finally, Flois goes down in top 4, taking away the authority, able to pick that up. Trix tries to go up in the high ground. You have Trix in the top right-hand corner, Defiable in the bottom right. He has the glider gun, so that's going to be the play. Mojo currently out in the storm using the floppers. RPG comes down, and Defiable going to be the benefactor of that one, but he's now stuck out in the storm with limited builds. He used the glider gun, but good trades coming out from Trix, and this should be all but sealed. RPGs on the high ground, 11 eliminations. Can he make it 12 in the victory royale?
And guess what? He also has a shockwave launcher to his name. So Trix, who we've watched pop off since mid-game, is well suited to close this one out. Shockwave launcher to send him flying. Or does he want to win this with an RPG instead? Looks like he's going to do it the old-fashioned way, pushing with aggression. He's probably take out that shotgun. Needs to be a little bit cautious here. Doesn't want to get one-tapped by a charged shotgun, as he has the shockwave launcher. He has the high ground. He just needs to slow play this, and he should have the victory royale. Sundown.
Defiable has a hunting rifle. That's his only chance. He needs it. Oh! He hit him too! He hit him!
Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? We almost